Yes. So the application, as you know, is new this year, and you have to create a new profile. So you guys are going to talk about that. There is a resume requirement. And you have to have a reference, and sometimes that takes a while. So even though the deadline is July 1st, I would recommend getting on it, because sometimes it's getting the reference to turn that in. But infant and toddler teachers and directors, the deadline is August 15th, so way more time. So I'm gonna pause before I hand it over to you, Dita, and because that was a lot, I know, and just questions, and maybe you just need to simmer and not, but questions about any of that. Yes.
On the new application, can you give us a confirmation that we filled it out? Because I think I filled it out, but I'm not 100% sure.
If you submit your application and I see it and I accept it, you will receive an email saying, welcome to the Mentor Network. If for some reason I need something, you will get an email from ECMN saying, hey, please go back to your application and need to upload this. You will get emails. So please, please, please check those emails.
Yes.
And I will gonna talk more about it.
Is there another slide after that, or is the next slide yours? Yeah, the next slide's yours. So I'm gonna, before any other questions for me? Okay, if you do, please, if you come up to me afterwards, email me, or we can do some more time at the end. And I know this is a lot of sit and get, and I'm sorry for that, so yes, please get cookies, bars, if you need to, keep sugar. But it's really important that you, it makes the application easy as possible for you, so I'll hand it over to you, Dita.
Okay, so hello, everyone. So I know you've been getting a lot of emails from me, and you will continue to receive emails from me about the application, but I think this is very important, and I know I have sent emails out and trying to explain to you how to do the application, but you still have questions. So that's why we decided to go through everything right now, and I took a screenshot. So usually what I did is I send you an email with the direct links for the Mentor Network, for IDTN, and for the directors. So once if you click on those links, it's gonna take you directly to the profile. It's not gonna show you this, but this is our website. So this is the Mentor Network side of our website. So when you go into our website, this is the first thing you're gonna see. So in here on the top, I don't know if you can see, it says ECMN, ECDN, ITTN. But if you are in the Mentor Network, this is what you're gonna see. And in the bottom, right there, it says apply to be a mentor with ECMN. And also we have a faculty, because this time we're asking faculty as well to fill out an application. So this is what you're gonna see. So there we go. Now, these questions has been a lot of them saying that my password doesn't work. What's going on? That's because this is a full entire new application. So that means you can still use your same email and your same password, but you have to sign for a new account. So you sign up for a new account, you put your email, your password, right? And then you click sign up right here on the bottom. Once you do that, it's gonna take you to this. And in here, it says mentor application. You will see this in green, create a profile to get started. This is the first thing that you need to do. Once you do that, this is the profile. I'm gonna just minimize this for a minute. So this is the application, the applicant information. This is what your profile is gonna look like. It's gonna ask you your name, your city, state, your phone number, email, your employee information. Once you're done with all this information, this in green right here, it says save changes. So you click in there. And then we go next. Now it's gonna take you to this, the home page again. And now you see here, it says profile completed. That means that you're done with your profile. Now you need to start the application process. So you click here where it says get started. When you click there, it's gonna take you to the application now. So we have 3 boxes right here. It says 1A is the application, 1B is the acknowledgement, and 1C is the recommendation request. So we're gonna start with the application, and you click over here, open. Once you click there, this is gonna be the application. And in here, you're gonna have, it's gonna ask you, are you applying for a mentor? Are you applying for a lead mentor, or you're applying for a spot manager? You have those 2 options. So this is what we were talking about. If you feel that you want to be a lead mentor, apply as a lead mentor. Michelle and I are gonna check your application. If we say, yes, this person looks very great, is gonna, for a lead mentor, we can accept your application. Or if we feel that you need a little bit more help, then you're gonna get an email from me and say, right now, I don't think you have all requirements to be a lead mentor, but you can be a mentor. So I can change that application into mentor or lead mentor. It can be either way.
What if you're a director? Is there?
I will go to that in a
Okay,
minute.
thank you.
So right now, we're just the mentor network right here. So again, once you fill this, as a mentor, it's gonna ask you a couple different questions as a lead mentor or as a spot manager. Is the only different, it has a couple of different questions. But once again, you fill out this, again, this little green here, mark as complete. We're gonna go to the next part. Now that your application is completed, and again, they're gonna ask you for a resume. I have seen some applications that you guys are uploading your transcripts, and I know before years past, we asked for that. I don't need that. I just need your resume. That's all. Okay, so once you're done with your application over here, it says complete. So you're done with your application. Now you go to your acknowledgement. You click open. And then it's gonna take you here. Again, in here, you're gonna have, I apply as again, mentor, lead mentor, or spot managers. Expectations are gonna be different depending on what you're applying to be. So this is very important. You confirm, you agree, and you mark as complete. After this, then you go to the recommendation request. You click open. In your recommendation request, you're gonna click new request. When you click that, it's gonna take you here. And it's gonna say, again, I am applying to be a mentor, lead mentor, or spot manager. The name of the person that you're gonna use as a reference. If you're a mentor, we're asking you to send this to your supervisor. If you're a lead mentor, or applying for a lead mentor, we're asking you to send it to one of your mentees. Okay, that's the only difference. If you're just a mentor, your supervisor. If you're a lead mentor, you need to use one of your mentees. Go ahead.
So I already did the application, but I didn't do my supervisor. Can I go back in and change it?
That depends. Like if you send it and they already fill it up, you don't need to do another one.
Okay.
But if it hasn't gone through yet, you can delete a thing. Let me go to the next one. So, okay, let me go back. So if you're just in Jen or someone else, kind of can count because, you work with them. But yes, it's better if you use your supervisor or someone that you have been working with. Okay, so once you fill this, you click send. Now, this is what happened the other end. This is how they're gonna receive the request. It has to say Early Childhood Mentor Network. And we're having some issues that some people said that they're not getting these emails. So when you send the referral to someone else, please let them know that you sent it so they can check their inbox or they can check the spam folder. And if for some reason they haven't answered and you get an email from me and say, hey, I just need the request. That's the only thing that I need because I haven't answered yet. You can look back in here. I don't know if I took a picture of this. No, I didn't. But you can go back into the request form, and there's a little box that it will send remind. So when you click that, it will send a reminder to that person, and you can click every 24 hours until they answer. So you can go back in and send a reminder to them. So after you've done this, this is the home page again. And if you completed everything, it says application complete, acknowledgement complete, request complete. Now you can see here on the side, it says open when it says request, because that's the only one that you can open after you're done with your application. So that's why I say you can go in, open, and send a reminder. So after you're done with this is a very, 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 very important step. You need to click submit. Because if you don't click submit, I don't have your application. Your application is just gonna be intake. It's not gonna be completed. I'm not gonna, like, I can see it. That's why sometimes you will get an email if you haven't completed yet saying, hey, your application is in intake. You need to go back and see what you're missing and click submit. So this is a very, very important step. So when you click submit, this is how your application should look like. In here, it will say application submitted. If it's blue over here, that means you haven't done your application fully. It's not submitted yet. So again, you have to click submit. So now for the directors and the ITTN. In the website as well, if you click in the ECDM, the directors, on the bottom here, it will say apply to be a director. For the ITTN, same thing, apply for the ITTN program. Now, I'm not going to talk much about this because these are simpler than the mentor ones. In the mentor, we do ask you a lot of things. For the ITTN and the director, you just need to be a director or you need to be a teacher for ITTN, like infant toddler teachers. Now, I know some mentors are also part of the ITTN, or some mentors are part of the director network. So what happens is this, your profile, if you did your mentor application, your profile is linked to the director and the ITTN. So let's say you did your application for the mentor network and you want to do your application for the ITTN. Once you log in, it will just take you directly to the application. It won't ask you to do a new profile, just directly to the application. The same thing when you do the director or you do the ITTN and you want to apply for the mentorship as well, the same thing. It's going to just take you, ask you to log in. You log in and it will take you directly to the application. You do not need to do two profiles. Everything is linked. And in a way, for me, it's a little bit easier. So, again, this is part of the ITTN, the CDM and ITTN. This is all together. Now, if you don't click on the links that I send you specifically, if you go through the website, this is where you're gonna see first when you enter your application. You will see ECDN, there is a director network, ITTN, there is the infant toddler, and faculty. So these are the three type of people that can apply on this website. So again, you see like application intake, it will just take you directly here when you log in. You don't have to do your profile. You just go directly to the application and the acknowledgement. If you can see here, we don't ask for a reference. And this is how the application will look. Simple, not as much as the mentor network. And again, once you're done with the application, you click Save Changes. And then you completed your application. And then you go to acknowledgement, same thing. You need to put, you're applying for infant toddler, director, or faculty. And you click save, changes. And this is how it should look. Again, you submit your application, submit your application, submit your application, right? And then you will have a little box here that was like, this has been submitted. And again, it should look like application submitted. So any questions? No? We're good? Okay, even though if you have questions later on, just email me and I can go through it with you as well.
And it's a lot to sit and get, right, because we just talked to you for over 30 minutes, so questions will probably percolate later, right? So I wanna see before we sign off, did we sign off yet? No. No, here's our group. Before we sign off. Here are all the spokes. William High spokes, does everybody see us? I think we're, yay, yes, they do. Before we say goodbye to the spokes, I just wanted to announce that one of our lead mentors, who is amazing and has given 4 years to ECMN and is moving on to more exciting, bigger and better things, is going to say goodbye. And I just want to give Andrew a round of applause and say thank you. Thank you so much for all your work, Andrew. Is there anything you want to say?
Let's see. It was really hard for me to make the decision to go. I'm still kind of regretting it a little bit. But Metro Network has been an amazing part of my life. Everyone has touched me so personally, closely, and I just love all of the opportunities that Metro Network has provided, all the relationships that I've built along the way. You guys are all amazing. I can't tell you how amazing you are enough. All the work that you guys do is amazing. I can't wait to see where the Metro Network is going. Also be around, but just not specifically.
And do you want to say all the amazing things that you're doing in other places that, so we don't feel completely left?
Yeah. So, as you guys know, I'll still be on the board for New Mexico NACI, so I'll be on that, so doing conference, things like that. I just got a part-time position with CNM as an instructor, so I'm doing that as well. I'm finishing my master's degree, so. And then, side note, I'm trying to get in touch with Colorado and some trainings with them. So,
You're trying to get in touch with Colorado what?
do trainings with them, so I can train them.
Yes.
Yes, lots of big stuff.
Teachers? Teachers are early childhood teachers?
Yeah, really sharp teachers.
Yeah, like Colorado's trying to get them with New Mexico in early childhood development.
We're in Colorado.
Also we're in Missouri.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're coming to.
So we'll get Andrew, try and focus that we'll get him to that mentorship conference in 2025. We'll get him to that.
Yeah.
So thank you though for all your work.
Congratulations.
All right, folks, we're gonna sign off and do our surveys. I hope that you were able to hear everything. Thank you for being here so much. And please feel free to email me. Yes, everyone wave. Bye. I know. I hope. Let me stop this one.